Magandang umaga ho sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga kagruan na nasa Department of Education at saka pati na rin doon sa mga nasa private institutions na nasa basic education from kinder hanggang grade 12. Meron na ilabas, I guess this is more than 1 month already, last December 23, 2024, doon sa revised guidelines sa class and work suspension doon sa Department of Education in DepEd Order number 22 series of 2024. Tingnan ho natin ito. This is signed by the current Secretary of the Department of Education, uh, Secretary Sony Angara. Okay. So, I guess so last month pa pala ito, December 23. So, tingnan ho natin dito itong enclosure niya sa page 3 tayo, page 2 sa kanyang enclosure. So kapag ano ba ang gagawin, kailan ho ba pwedeng mag-declare, mag-suspend, sino ba yung hindi papasok kapag mayroon number 1, kapag may bagyo, may lindol, etc. So unahin ho natin itong bagyo at saka itong mga tropical cyclone. So number 1, yung pagbabatayan pa din natin kapag sinasabi natin bagyo, it will be the pag-asa. So kapag ang pag-asa nagbigay ng signal number 1, ang suspension lang ng klase is ang kindergarten. Automatically suspended kapag signal number 1. Now, kapag signal number 2, ang face-to-face, basahin ho natin, face-to-face classes for kindergarten and elementary to junior high school or grade 10 hanggang grade 10, so that's kinder to grade 10 face-to-face, shall be automatically suspended. Provided na yung elementary at saka mga junior high school students, automatically mag-shift sila to distance learning. So, kahit na bumabagyo, may modular distance learning, mag-module. Then, gagawa sila ng kanilang performance tasks, mga projects, or even make up classes based on their learning and service continuity plan. Kasi meron naman yan sila sa yung mga bawat school. Kapag signal number 3 and above, like 4 and 5, classes and work in all levels in the affected area shall be automatically suspended. So, yung automatic suspended in all levels, yung classes at saka work, kapag signal number 3 na or above. So, yun ho for um, typhoons. However, kapag yung signal, you have to take note of this. If the tropical cycle signal number at the time na yung nagsimula na yung klase, the school shall immediately suspend the classes and work and send everyone home if it is safe to do so. However, schools are obliged to keep students and personnel safe in school if traveling has become unsafe. So, it's the discretion of the school administrator. So, kapag may bagyo, yun ho ang dapat nating tandaan. Let's recall that again. Kapag bagyo, tropical signal number 1, that is kindergarten, automatically suspended. Kapag signal number 2, face-to-face ng kindergarten hanggang junior high school grade 10, automatically suspended. However, yung elementary at saka mga junior learners will do modular, do their performance tasks or projects, etc. Then kapag signal number 3, lahat, classes and work in all levels are automatically suspended. So yun ho for bagyo. Punta tayo doon sa mga heavy rainfall or flood. So this is letter B dito sa DepEd order, heavy rainfall and flood. So suspension pa din sa kapag may advisory on the heavy rainfall and flood will be coming from Pag-asa. So tingnan natin dito. Kapag ang Pag-asa nagbibigay ng yellow warning na rainfall or alarm water level, so for areas in the province, city municipalities with torrential rain, flooding, and based on assessment doon sa school, learners and personnel, so note ha, learners and personnel are still exposed to various risks. The school's division superintendent shall coordinate with the local government unit for localized school suspensions. Okay? So kapag yellow warning lang, so the school division superintendent will be the one to coordinate doon sa mga LGU. So sino ba ang mag-decide for suspension? It will be the local chief executive shall decide the suspension of face-to-face classes. So, yung mayor ho. Okay? Classes and work in schools, no? Kasali na rin. Kasi kapag walang mga bata, wala ding gagawin yung mga teachers natin. Provided that schools will shift to modular. Again, the same na kapag suspended yellow warning lang, mag-modular, do the performance tasks, mga projects, etc. So that's for the yellow warning. Kapag orange warning, dito na tayo. Kapag orange warning or red, okay, sa rainfall at sa critical water levels sa flooding, ano ba ang suspension? The school head, so the suspension will be coming from the school head kapag orange at saka red warning. Shall immediately suspend classes and work from the kindergarten hanggang grade 12 as well as ALS and send everyone home. Same pa din. If it is safe to do so. Kapag hindi naman safe, so let them stay in school. So yun know for the orange and the red warning. Again, for yellow warning, it will be the local chief executive, the mayor. Kapag orange or red, it will be the school head to suspend classes. Now, however, in orange or red warning or on the critical water level flooding at the time that the class has not yet started for the day, ano bang dapat gawin? Classes and work, classes and work from kindergarten to grade 12 and ALS are automatically suspended in school. So, kapag orange at saka red warning nga na hindi pa nagsisimula yung klase, it's automatically suspended. Okay? So, basahin lang natin itong DepEd order. Okay? Next, so okay na yan. That's for the heavy rainfall as well as for flood advisories. Let's proceed to earthquake. So, sa nasabi natin kanina, for typhoon at sa mga heavy rainfall, pag-asa yung batayan natin. Now, for earthquakes sa letter C, dito sa DepEd order natin, itong letter C will be about earthquake, lindol. So ano ba yung pagbabatayan natin? It will be the PHIVOX. So kapag intensity 5 and below, so may intensity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who will decide the suspension? It will be the local chief executive. So the mayor shall decide on the suspension of face-to-face classes and work. So for localized class suspension, school suspensions, the school's division superintendent shall coordinate with LGUs provided the school again will shift to modular distance learning, performance tasks, projects, etc. So kapag 5 and below, it will be the local chief executive. However, kapag the intensity na ibinigay ng PHIVOX is 6 and above, the classes and work in all levels, from kindergarten hanggang grade 12 in all the basic education, are automatically suspended. So lahat ng mga klase all automatically suspended ho yan, including ALS of course. So the automatic suspension will be from intensity 6 up. Kapag intensity 5 and below, it will be the discretion of the local chief executive or the mayor. All right. Now, how about for power outages or power interruptions and brownouts? Okay, so there will be no automatic suspension of classes in the event that there are power outages, interruptions, and brownouts. So, klaro ho ito ha. Kapag merong brownout, power interruptions, power outages, walang automatic na suspension of classes. That's on the letter D in this DepEd order, in the enclosure of this DepEd order. Next, extreme heat condition, this is letter E. There will be no automatic suspension of classes due to extreme heat conditions. So wala hong automatic suspension of classes kapag masyadong mainit. However, in case of unbearable heat, it will be the local chief executive may exercise in this authority to facilitate localized class suspension based on the situation in their localities. So it will be the mayor again, the local chief executive. The same thing, that the students will do modular distance learning, performance tasks, as well as projects, etc. Next, kagaya dito sa atin kapag merong low air quality in the letter F, or VOG, or volcanic fog, kapag merong pumuputok na bulkan. So, ang ating pagbabasihan dito ay yung ipapalabas na advisory from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Kapag bagyo, flood, it will be Pag-asa. Kapag um, earthquake, it will be PHIVOX. Now, for volcanic fog, for low air quality, it will be from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or the DENR. Now, let's have also this category, air quality index levels. Kapag acutely unhealthy, it's purple. PM with PM 2.5 between 55. So it will be the local chief executive shall decide the suspension of face-to-face classes. But the suspension of face-to-face classes, they will shift to modular distance learning, performance tasks, projects, etc. Kapag emergency, or the color is maroon, that is, classes and work shall be automatically suspended. So yun ho yung for our guidance kapag may volcanic fog or for low air quality. So again, we'll see doon kung ano ang sinasabi ng DENR. Next, for the letter G of this DepEd order, other emergencies and hazards. In case of other calamities, emergencies, and hazards, not enumerated, hindi nasabi sa DepEd order na ito, that will threaten the safety and welfare doon sa mga mag-aral at sa school personnel, sa mga school heads, district or division ALS coordinator may suspend classes and work as may be appropriate, provided there is a necessary coordination with the local chief executive and SDS. So, ang school head, as well as mga coordinators, district, divisional coordinators, may suspend classes as long as merong proper communication coordination with the mayor, the local chief executive, as well as for SDS. Then, letter H, let's have localized or granular suspension. In case there is no automatic suspension of classes in the absence of the declaration from LGU school heads or district division health coordinator, may suspend classes and work in the cases listed below, provided there is necessary coordination. So, pwede mag-suspend ng classes ang school head, or kapag walang automatic suspension ng klase at saka walang declaration from LGU, the school heads, the district ALS coordinator may suspend classes and work. For example, if these are some of the reasons, kapag focus in a particular area. Example, in case of torrential rain, flooding, and risk of landslide and storm surges. No? Kasi yung location naman ng bawat school, nakadepende yan, yung geography nila. Then, in case of localized and specific flooding in the area of school premises with flooding affects a large part of student and personal population in school. So kapag bumabaha, tapos majority is affected, pwede din mag-declare ng suspension as long as the school head will coordinate with the SDS as well as with the mayor. In case of earthquake, at any incentive, if there's an assessment, the building and other structures within the facilities are deemed to be in danger of collapsing or are found to have major damage. So, kahit na kapag may lindol, or just intensity like 2 or 3 or 4, but the structure, yung building is delikado na. So, pwede mag-suspend ng klase yung school. The school head shall request from the competent authority to assess the school buildings before allowing students to and personnel to return. So, pwedeng gagawin mo yan kapag yung structure is talagang alanganin. So, pwede mag-suspend kahit below 5 ho yan. Then, in case of power outages and interruptions, last more than half school day, making classrooms uncomfortable or unsafe for students and teachers. So kapag like half day yung brownout, yung power outage or interruption, tapos the learning environment, yung classroom is hindi na masyadong comfortable for learning, the school head, of course, can declare suspension of classes. Then fifth, in case of the temperature in classroom or learning spaces is not conducive to learning and affects the health and safety of the learners and teachers. So, again, if it's not conducive for learning, it will affect the health. So, pwede mag-suspend ng klase din kapag masyadong, lalo na kapag masyadong mainit. Yung school head, of course, coordinate with uh, SDS. Then sixth, in case the air quality or VOG levels in the area are poor and could harm students' health or hinder learning, pwede din mag-suspend. In case of other calamities, emergencies, and hazards not enumerated above or threaten the safety and of the students and school personnel. So pwedeng mag-suspend yung school head. Just coordinate with the SDS. Always notify the SDS. Okay? So, yan. Those are kung kailan pwede mag-suspend ng klase. So, however, on number 6, there's always a provision for adjustment to learning delivery due to suspension of classes. In the event na mayroong suspension ng klase, the school again automatically shall implement modular distance learning, online distance learning, or blended learning where feasible. Kapag pwede, you can go online, modular, other form of um, modalities. Then, item 7, learning and service continuity plan. Schools may develop and update the learning service continuity plan to prepare class suspension. So, yan ang gagawin ng isang school head. Okay, identification of suitable alternative delivery mode and the different kinds of calamities. Then, learning resource to be utilized. The storage and safekeeping of procedures protocol for school devices and equipment. So, nasa kamay ito ng school head. Then the standard procedure for the mobilization of teacher, school heads, etc. So yun ho, pakibasa na lang sa lahat ng mga school head itong ano natin, DepEd Order number 22, series of 2024. Doon sa revise guidelines sa class and work suspensions. Then there's also a provision for conduct of makeup classes, item number 8. When online or modular learning is not possible, they can go on face-to-face makeup classes. Okay. Makeup classes will be required. Take note, makeup classes will be required if the number of actual school days, considering class suspension and holidays, fall short of the 180 mandatory contact days. So, meron ho tayong 180 mandatory contact days with the learner. Okay. So, and of course, alam na natin yung iba. Maintenance of workforce and activation of the RM teams. So, anong pwede gawin kapag merong mga ganong pangyayari? When classes are suspended, teaching and non-teaching school personnel, including ALS teachers, shall not be required. So, take note, shall not be required to report on site except those who are mandated to render security, safety, finance, engineering, sanitation, health, or disaster response duties. However, teachers may implement ADMs to support continued learning subject to the provision of Section 3.6 of this particular DepEd order. So, kapag may class suspension, so hindi na kailangan yung mga teachers din magpunta din doon. Okay, mag-report on site. Okay. At saka yung mga teachers na mag-render, like for example, the DR, the school disaster risk reduction management ng mga tao, they are of course be given to equivalent of overtime pay or the vacation service credit or overtime pay subject to the existing guidelines. So, meron silang service credit na matatanggap. So, hindi naman kawalan yun sa kanila because they will receive in return for their service during these disasters. Alright? So, yan ho ang mga mahahalagang punto, mga puntos dito sa Department Order number 22 kung kailan at sino ang pwedeng mag-suspend ng mga klase during um, disasters and emergencies. Okay? Sana nakuha ninyo, but for complete information, just download Depot Order number 22, series of 2024. Alright, magandang araw sa lahat.